Hello guys, welcome to Medical Maniac. So today let's talk about alcoholism. So alcoholism, is it a medical condition or a habit? Alcoholism is mostly recognized as a social problem, but more than it can turn into medical condition indicated by a difficulty to stop or control alcohol use despite adverse social and occupational or health consequences. Soon it leads to other issues like poverty, crime, business failure, accidents, and abuses. If this turns into a problem that concerns everyone, what increases the risk for alcohol disorders? A person's risk for developing alcoholism depends on the amount and frequency as well as how quickly they consume alcohol. Some alcoholics drink more and less steadily. Others drink only when under stress or anxiety. But when the boundaries become unclear, the process of self destruction begins. Along with that, several factors increase the risk of chronic alcoholic disorders. Use of alcohol since childhood. Surveys reveal that among people ages 26 and older, those who began drinking before age 15 were more than 5 times as likely to report having alcohol use disorder than those who waited until age 21 or later to begin drinking. Female teenage drinkers are very vulnerable to extreme alcoholism in this category. Genetics play an important role in the susceptibility of a person to alcoholism. Parents' drinking patterns may also influence the likelihood that a child will one day develop alcoholic disorders. The researchers in the substance use disorders working group of psychiatric genomics compared the genomes of 15,000 people diagnosed with alcohol dependency with that of 38,000 people who were not alcohol dependent. They found that those who carried the ADH1B variant of the alcohol dehydrogenase gene, which regulates how the body converts alcohol to a substance called acetaldehyde, were more likely to become alcohol dependent than those who lacked this variant of the gene. ADH1B significantly reduces the clearance rate of alcohol from the liver. But people with ADH1B2, another variant of ADH gene, rapidly processes alcohol, quickly elevating levels of acetaldehyde, the alcohol metabolite that causes hangovers. But it is important to note that even though genes are responsible for the risk of alcoholism, they alone do not determine whether one develops chronic alcohol disorders. Social and environmental factors account for the main part of this. Mental instability. It is seen that alcohol dependency is associated with other mental health conditions and a history of trauma. A wide range of psychiatric conditions including depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, we call it as PTSD, and anxiety disorders can indirectly lead to dependency of alcohol, leading to alcohol use disorders. What are the effects of alcohol on our bodies? Alcohol often destroys the liver, causing hepatic cirrhosis. It produces gastric inflammation of the stomach. Its effect on the brain is even more marked. Large quantities of alcohol produce serious conditions known as the wet brain, in which there is a marked swelling and congestion in the tissues covering the brain, so that the normal powers of coordination can no longer operate. Alcohol causes the heart to become weak and flabby, resulting in its weak functioning. In some people, alcohol produces marked paranoid reactions. The alcoholic may feel he is being persecuted. He may then take revenge on others around him, or he may attempt suicide to escape the accusing voices that result from the impaired function of the brain. He may develop severe symptoms of peripheral neuritis in which the brain becomes weakened and deteriorated. His personality may deteriorate so much that becomes shiftless, lazy, and unreliable. But even in such a low state, he may still improve provided he is willing to make a change and leave alcohol alone for the rest of his life. Treatment. First of all, the alcoholics must have a strong desire to stop drinking. He must also admit that in his strength he cannot do it. It is best if the patient is associated with special groups such as Alcoholics Anonymous. where he can use his energies in helping others who are in the same situation. A proper diet with plenty of fresh fruits and fresh juices. At the same time, he should avoid strong condiments such as pepper, mustard, and chili. He should not smoke, for this may only increase his desire for alcohol. The diet should not include spices. The diet should include multivitamin tablets, particularly those containing the B complex and thiamine and ascorbic acid. Counseling or talk therapy with a healthcare provider like psychologist or mental health counselor can teach you ways to change your behavior. Motivational, cognitive, behavioral, and contingency and 12-step facilitation are the most commonly used techniques. The US Food and Drug Administration has approved naltrexone and acamprosate for the treatment of alcohol use disorder. Topiramate and gabapentin can also decrease cravings in some people. An older medication like disulfiram is now used only rarely. These medications seems to help decrease the background obsessional thinking around alcohol. Thus, alcoholic disorders are essentially a medical condition which requires systematic treatment and proper lifestyle. It is important that the patient receives ample support from his family and friends to get rid of alcoholism. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, share and subscribe. We'll meet you on another video of Medical Maniac. Bye.